Hey guys, my name is Lambek, and in this video I wanna show you guys how to write better prompts. And yeah, so I'm not an expert when it comes to writing the best prompts, but the last 2 years I've been using chatbots in my everyday life, and therefore I made some little research. And in this video, I want to show you guys how to write the better prompts for beginners who is just started to using chatbots like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, or whatever AI tool. So nowadays there are plenty of AI tools and chatbots, and it's getting more and more. So therefore, I think it's the most important skill and must-have skill to be able to write the better prompts and to get the most from the AI tools. And yeah, so let's start, guys.
So guys, before starting to showing you how to write the better prompts, I wanna define and I wanna tell you more about what's a prompt. In AI, a prompt is the input you provide to a model to get a specific response. It's like a request or instruction that guides the AI to generate a desired output, whether it's text, an image, code, or something else. Prompts can range from simple questions to complex instructions or examples, and their quality significantly impacts the AI's output. So here's a more detailed explanation. What is it? A prompt is the input you give to an AI model telling if what you want to do or generate. So the AI model analyzes the prompt and uses its training data to produce a response that aligns with the prompt's instructions. So let's start. In my case, I will write prompt in ChatGPT. So let's go to ChatGPT and we're gonna start writing a prompt. So since I am not an expert and I am a regular user of AI chatbots like ChatGPT, DeepSeek, Copilot, Gemini, etc., my video is very simple and please bear with me. So what is a bad prompt? The bad prompt is then you are writing not clear text and you are writing with vagueness. You are vague and you are not, providing the detailed and specific information, and you are not specific. If you wanna know more about the solar systems, but instead of asking solar systems, you just ask the AI, tell me about space, like this. If you hit enter, this gives you not about the solar system, but rather than it gives you the answer response about the space. What is in space, what is space, etc. So by writing this vague, not clear, not specific prompt, you get this kind of response. Maybe you don't need at all about this information about the space. And therefore, what you're gonna do is the first thing you have to, specify your goal. You write the better prompt. For example, in order to just tell me about space, we can specify it like this. So we want to know our goal is to know more about, solar system. We want this as much as simple response. So let's write. In my case, I'm gonna write explain the solar system in simple terms for a 10-year-old. So as you can see right here, I've just typed this prompt, and in this prompt, rather than asking this AI only about the space, we are now way much clearer. So we are specifying by providing enough information, and we are also specifying and giving it the instructions in what format do we want to get the response. So in this case, I've just typed explain the solar system in simple terms for a 10-year-old boy. And if you hit enter, this AI, this chatbot is gonna explain me in very simple ways, and there's no complex language or complex, written text. It's a really simple text. As you can see, what is the solar system? It is telling me about about solar system. The solar system is like a big family in space. At the center is a huge glowing ball called the sun. It's giant, and the star gives us light and heat. Everything else in the solar system moves around the sun, just like planets spinning around a campfire. And as you can see, the response is clear and it's way much understandable. And this is the information we were looking for. And the second thing is we're gonna provide a context. So what is context? So in order to jump into next, example, we first wanna know what is the context. So context refers to the information and background provided within a prompt to guide the model's response. Effective prompts often include relevant context to improve the quality of the generated output. So now we know what is the context. Let's go back to our workspace. Here, I'm gonna provide a context. So for example, so what is a bad context? The bad context is like this. So in this case, we are vague, we are not clear, and we are not providing enough context and background of this prompt, and we are not providing as much as possible, instructions, detailed instructions. And therefore, this AI bot, it is doing its job, and it doesn't know what we are actually looking for. And then it gives just an essay about because of the previous prompt was about the space, about the solar system, and this is just giving us an essay about their solar system. Right here. So the amazing solar system. Maybe we don't need this essay. We don't wanna essay about the solar system. Maybe we are looking for something completely different type of essay. So how we gonna improve it? We're gonna be specific and we're gonna provide a detailed and more broad background to it. So let's start writing the better prompt. So I just finished writing my next prompt. So in this example, as you can see, now our prompt is more detailed and there are more background. We are specifying write a 300-word essay on climate change and for a high school student and focusing on causes and solutions. And this is a much better, prompt. So if we hit enter, the response is as we expected. It is 300 words right here, and it is focusing on the climate change. And here it is about the solutions and causes. So for example, climate change is one of the biggest challenges facing our planet today. It refers to the long-term changes in Earth's weather patterns, including rising temperatures, more extreme storms, droughts, and melting ice caps. Understanding what causes climate change and how we can solve it's important for protecting our future, and etc., etc. So this was the providing a context. And the next thing, how we write even better prompts, is using step-by-step instructions if needed. So for example, let's write how do I bake a cake. As you can see, I've just written this, this prompt, and baking a cake is such a fun. It's about baking a cake and simple vanilla cake recipe. So to be honest, I don't need this vanilla cake recipe, and here it is providing us only about this vanilla cake recipe. So here is the ingredients, and below this instruction how to bake specifically this vanilla cake. But so let's now, write step-by-step instructions, for example. So right here, I've just written step-by-step instructions. So I'm here specifying and I'm telling, give me a step-by-step recipe for a vanilla sponge cake, including ingredients and baking time. So here, the response is gonna be completely different from the first one. So ingredients, we got this ingredient. The ingredients is about this vanilla sponge cake recipes ingredients. And the second one is step-by-step instructions. So here, this instruction consists of 8 steps. And the first one is preheat the oven, beat the eggs and sugar. And as you can see, fold dry ingredients into eggs, add melted butter and vanilla, pour butter into the pan, etc., etc. So here, there's step-by-step instructions. So next one is about giving an example. For example, the bad prompt is gonna be like this. If you wanna write a poem, so just instead of writing like this, for example, instead of just writing this, write a poem, we're gonna write completely different prompt right here. So as you can see right here, we are writing and giving an example to this AI. So we are making an example, Shakespeare. So write a short poem like Shakespeare's sonnets, but about technology. So then it's gonna write us a poem, but the poem is gonna be about technology. This, poem is in Shakespeare's style, and how wonders craft that harms with light and might. So I can't understand really what about this poem because these words are so old and it's really hard to understand these words. So let's move on. If you don't like, the first answer or the previous answers, what you're gonna do is you're gonna ask for improvements, iterating prompts. And so, for example, maybe that response is too long and you wanna, concise and short answer. And then you're gonna write like this, make it shorter or, and explains this part in more detail, give me 3 other alternatives. Or maybe you don't understand or you don't like the specific part of the response and you're gonna write like this. So as you can see, we are now, improving the specific part of this, response. So maybe we don't like, let's say, we don't like these spheres. We can, maybe improve it, refine it, or maybe, use different words or more simplified version we need. And whatever it can be, we can specifically, tell the AI and what parts needs to be changed, and we tell and provide the relevant information, and then the AI chatbot it's gonna improve that specific part, or maybe we refine this whole poem and we can refine this poem and etc. So next thing what you're gonna do is avoid vagueness and overloading. So what I mean overloading is maybe you wanna know about the about history and you don't have to overload like tell me everything about history, science and business. So this is overloading and it's not clear, it is vague, and therefore AI gets you wrong in a wrong way, and your response is not gonna be relevant, or your response is not gonna meet your expectations. Therefore, you have to, choose your goal, and you have to be specific, and you don't need to, overload this prompt. So, for example, what I mean overloading is uh, like this. This is an example. So we wanna know everything. Let's say we are writing like this. So this prompt, as you can see right here, is overloading prompt. What I mean overloading is, as you can see, we are asking this AI about, history, and also about business and science. So we don't need to, write like this. This is a bad format. Instead of writing like this, maybe we just summarize the key events of World War II in 5 bullet points. And so this way it is narrow down this prompt, and this gonna be the higher quality, response.
So guys, I've just shown you how to write better prompts for beginners, and I'm not an expert, as I've said before. So I think this video is gonna help you guys, and I hope this video will be helpful for some of you guys. And if you like this video, leave the comment below this under this video, and then hit that subscribe button, and yeah, and leave me in the comment that what would you like to watch next time on my channel. So good to see you. Till next time.